Aqua gang in this thing. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian soul family, my Aqua gang in this thing, Sun, Rising, and Venus signs. We have a very interesting one today, y'all. I know I say that a lot, but no. This one, very interesting in one of the best ways possible, guys. Okay, I like it. I ain't co-signing. I know you got good credit. I'm just saying, I like it. I like it so far. Holy angels and spirit guides, please, confirmation. Please give us exactly what it is that we need to know. For my beautiful Aquarians, Sun, Rising, and Venus signs, it's going to be for new and or current. This is somebody new, y'all. This is a new character on the scene, baby. And I like them so far. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to lie. This is someone who you have just met or someone who you're about to meet. It does feel like a past life connection. Ooh, another confirmation. It feels like a past life connection, you guys. However, I get that this might be the first lifetime that the two of you have actually encountered one another. I almost get like knowing each other in passing in past lives. So there's a familiarity, but things are heating up. It's very steamy. This reading is quite steamy. Please take what resonates, leave the rest, y'all. I also felt rushed. I felt rushed through the pre-shuffle and through the meditation. I felt rushed to come in. Rushed in an excited way. Like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. You know, is the food ready? The food ready? That type shit. Like, you gotta relax. Yeah, somebody is very excited. I feel like the feeling is mutual, but there's someone here who can't contain their excitement. And I don't know if it's you or them. Quite smitten, this one is with you. Please take a moment and click the like button, y'all. Subscribe button. If you haven't already made it official, we would love to have you join us. Shoot me a little comment down below, a little hey girl, hey. Don't be rude, say it back. Whatever you want to add about the reading, feel free to do that. If you haven't met this person yet, this person is coming in on the cusp of a period of isolation. So it's been a while since you've taken anyone serious. Even if you dated, the chemistry has been off. Something has just not been quite right with the people that you've dated. And for some of you have just not been outside at all. Like, I don't know if you thought that the love of your life was just going to pop up to your window one day and knock that shit in and be like, hey, we supposed to be in love, because you've been in the house and you're going to feel there's something that's going to happen out of the ordinary. You're going to be outside. Look, we have first quarter moon in Leo. And it says be humble. But I feel like you're being led, because it almost came out crossing. It's time to start popping your shit again. I'm hearing like, put your clothes on, get dressed, switch up the haircut, switch up the hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe buy a new cologne, maybe buy a new perfume. There's something in you that's going to ignite, or it already has, that's really going to shift the frequency of what you're attracting. You don't even know how good this is about to be. Even if you've already met this person, you have no idea. Like, I almost feel like I'm spying on the best love story ever, right? I'm not trying to put 20 on 10, but that's just how I feel, y'all. I definitely heard this person coming in on the cusp of isolation, like a period of isolation. The both of you would have been isolated. And there's sort of like this, it feels like a reviving of your sexy. Okay, I heard bringing sexy back, but not the song. Oh, go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone with it. Yeah, bringing your sexy back, and vice versa. It's like you both ignite something within one another that you thought were dead. Okay, you thought it was gone. You thought that spark could never happen again. That's especially for those of you who have tried to date and it just is a bunch of frogs, a bunch of toads. You haven't found Prince Charming or Princess Charming, whatever you want to call it, right? Like, there has been no chemistry. Everything has been running into a dead end. This is going to be a reviving of just that fire. Okay, the fire we make. Who is that? That's Maxwell and Alicia Keys. They're giving me these different songs, but I heard one song in particular, which we will get to as we get deeper into the reading. Y'all don't force nothing to fit, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. With the fire we make, like a moth to a flame. I can't stay away. It gets, with the fire we make, it gets higher and higher. Didn't I say like a reigniting? This is about to be really fun. And it doesn't feel like a fling because summer is over. This doesn't feel like a summer fling. This feels like something that's coming in on the cusp of like cuddle season. I'm hearing like cuddle bug. Let your fears dissolve. And that came in the reverse. And this is full moon in Cancer. So I feel like you're releasing your inhibitions. Both of you are. This is a mutual reading, you guys. You both have been inside. You have both been very humble. You have not been popping your shit. You possibly have not been going out, maybe focusing a lot on work. Take it if it resonates, but it's definitely showing up like that for this person. So meeting one another, meeting you specifically, is a reigniting of something that they thought maybe they would never feel again, right? Maybe they thought that they already met the love of their life and that's done. And they were kind of comfortable with just being single for forevermore. Okay, so the song that I was hearing during the pre-shuffle and meditation, y'all, it's giving real sexy, okay? Did I not say they're bringing this sexy back? Maybe you might meet this person when you go out dancing or something, or the two of you will have a date going out dancing somewhere, like a lounge, not really a club where it's loud. This is giving like a reggae club, you know what I'm saying? Dim lights, okay? Slow grind, sweat, you know, grabbing it. I mean, really steamy. I was like, am I interrupting something or what? We have new moon in Virgo. Trust all is well. Trust all will be well. And we also have last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. It's really about the details in terms of this attraction. It's all the small, big, little details and everything in between that really kind of ramps up this chemistry and the level of attraction that's here. And it's also putting a spotlight on the level of attraction that has been missing. The song that I heard is a reggae song. I think it's Bob Marley and Lauryn Hill. So you might be a reggae fan, or they might be. This is not giving reggaeton. This is not even giving like dance hall music. This is giving like old school, you know, just down home, humble beginnings, local Jamaican lounge, lights is down, slow wine pandem. That's what it's really giving. Okay, a slow, very close dancing. Extreme sex appeal is what this person gives, and it's also what they get from you. There's no reason to be humble in this. That's what I'm hearing. So this is not somebody who is worried about looking like a simp. This is not somebody who is worried about looking thirsty. None of that. They're on your body. You hear me? They don't give a fuck who got to say what about it. They don't care. Yeah, I heard they don't give one fuck, two fuck, red fuck, blue fuck. They don't care. This person is going to be on your body. And I feel like the feeling is mutual. That might actually take you by surprise, actually. That might actually take you by surprise. Okay, look, yeah. It's like, what are you doing to me? What are we doing to each other? You both might feel like you're under a spell. This is quite different than any other new love connection that you've experienced ever or in quite some time. This feels like once in a lifetime type of chemistry, just the way that it all is so cohesive and the way that it all integrates so early on. Specifically in the lyrics, it's Bob Marley and Lauryn Hill, turn your lights down low. If you've never heard that song before and you're resonating with any part of this message, you need to go and listen to that song. That is what this energy is giving. Turn your lights down low. And I don't know the lyrics, y'all. And open your window curtains. Oh, let your moon come shining into our lives again. And it's saying our lives because it's like a period of no real fiery burning type love or just chemistry. Like this is going to feel like either something you've never felt before or like something that you never thought you would feel again is what I'm hearing. And that goes for both of you. This is very much so a mutual thing. It literally says it in the lyrics. Oh, let your moon come shining into our lives again. Saying, ooh, it's been a long, long time. Long, long time. I got this message for you. I want to give you some love. That's the lyrics, y'all. That is the lyrics. I swear to you. I swear to you, that is the lyrics. No bullshit. I want to give you some good loving. Am I interrupting something? I mean, it's so steamy. And you might, I mean, from the outside looking in, if you were to share this with your friends and family, this is going to look like you're moving super duper fast, but you're not. But I guess in accordance to what they're used to. The way that they're used to you moving, especially if you just bring this person up, that's going to even be like, wait, what? How long have you known this guy? How long have you known this girl? And this is a mirrored message, you guys, because I feel like the same goes for this person. They may have been single for a while, just like you. Like I said, that's dissolving. But I don't get that they bring people around, or they don't mention people that they've been dating. By the time they mention someone, it's either already over or they've known that person or have been dating that person for years. And I get that that might be something that you can also relate to. Y'all might have that in common. I have plans for you. Yeah. I want to give you some good loving. I mean, slow grind, slow wine, okay? Yeah. Sweat, grabbing the hair, looking into the eyes like, ew. I'm getting a little hot. We have open. Yeah, and I feel like the fact that you're open to this person's plans, or this person is open to making plans so quickly, so thoroughly, and so openly, is also going to be a shock. This is different for the both of you, just the pace of things, but also the fact that something of this magnitude, something of this amount of passion is not something that you're going to see coming into your life again. Okay, there could have been a love that this person felt like they let get away, right? They left the door open on that one. So they thought maybe they would never feel like that again. I'm hearing that. That's only for some of you. Does somebody see forever? Yeah. This feels so, listen, it's not forced. It feels extremely romantic, but more passionate initially. I have to be very honest about that, okay? You're both adults. I feel like you're both going to feel like you're dealing with an adult. True love. They're having me put that back in the deck, though, because I feel as though, because of how soon it is, you're both just kind of enjoying. You're enjoying the pace of things. You don't want to ruin it, or they don't want to ruin it. So let's get a little bit deeper in terms of this individual, okay? I like it so far. I really do. And I just like, even if you don't end up with this person, just being open to this experience, I feel like it's going to change things for you. Yeah, saying yes. Maybe having a day of yeses, because I feel like maybe you are like a little bit strict. This person too, strict on themselves. Look, mirroring. This is a mirrored message. Everything that I'm saying about you also applies to this person. Whatever you resonate with, it applies. You both are experiencing the same things at the same time. We have regret. Yeah. And that goes right over open. So they could have been focused on other things at that time in their life. There's regret at not like being more serious when they were younger. Missing out on true love, right? And having that safety. Yep. This person feels like they wish that they would have taken charge then. And they almost feel like this is giving them an opportunity to like redeem themselves. There's just something about you. It feels like they're getting a do-over. They're getting a second chance at this. I don't get that it ended toxically. I just get that they never really took charge in the situations in the past. Somebody else may have moved in on their turf. Or they got really comfortable with the way that things were, even though they truly love this person. This is about their past, you guys. So they don't give toxic to me. I'm just going to say that. They don't. But this is a mistake that they made. Okay? They could have had the same exact feelings that they're feeling with you now before, and they thought that that was it. It was the finale, that they fucked it up forever, right? Excuse me. Confirmation. We have closeness, conversations, and undeniable. Yep. Look, undeniable and intensity. Whew. This is, listen, you might end up saying, I love you rather quickly. Don't believe me, but I see it, guys. I can see it. The cards don't lie. This is the most open that you may feel so early on. The most comfortable, the most safety. It's something that's going to be built, but specifically in a short amount of time, it's because of certain actions. This is not about words. This is about actions and feelings in a spiritual alignment. Yeah, with the Be Humble card being sideways, what they're saying now is, like I said, this person is not going to be there. There's no humble brag. They see you as lifetime partner material. They're definitely ready to settle down with all of this earth energy here. They're ready for something serious. This might come by surprise to their friends and family. They've been single for a long time. Bottom of the deck, yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun card. This person is also realizing now just how unhappy they may have been in their life. Just focusing on their coins, on their money. Maybe they kind of tricked themselves or lied to themselves about what it is that they had going on in their life, and they just kind of made peace with it, right? I feel like they just focused on money. I feel like maybe they had like a situationship or two, friends with benefits. Please believe it. That is out the motherfucking door. As soon as they meet you, that is done. They will not even entertain those people any longer, even before the two of you are serious. It's like after the first date, after the first encounter, something clicks. So it's like they get their needs met, but they try to convince themselves that that is what made them happy and that they didn't really need true emotional fulfillment in order to feel like they've gotten their wishes fulfilled. But there's a clarity that's coming upon meeting you. Six of Cups. Wow. Yeah, I told you. They see you as somebody that they can collaborate with long term. They've been chilling. We have the Four of Swords here, along with the Star card. So believe it or not, even with all of the passion, this is healing something internally for this person, you guys, okay? They might be an Aquarius just like yourself. We have Leo here again, though. And lots of Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, there's a clarity that this person is getting. They're getting downloads as well. We have wish fulfillment here twice. I think that they tried to lie to themselves about their state of life. The Four of Swords is more about like rest, relaxation, kind of chilling, entertaining certain people, but not on a deep level, right? Not to the point where it got to any cups, keeping everything very much so surface level. Getting their needs met, but not really, like I said, digging into those emotions. I think they thought that that phase of their life was over, that one opportunity that they let go in the past or let get away was it, right? Yep, look, with the Five of Cups, that was their one regret. They didn't fight for it. They didn't fight for this person. They let this person walk away. And I feel like they chose like something materialistic over this person. They may not have seen this betrayal coming. Okay, we keep going back to this person's past, but I feel like you're their past and their future. With the Six of Cups coming out earlier, I feel as if you're allowing them to revisit their past, to understand the errors of their ways, and you're also giving them a glimpse in terms of what their future could be if they did it right this time. Wow. This person is going to be extremely romantic. Very romantic. I'm saying laying it on thicker than a loop dancer, bitch. It doesn't feel like love bombing. It feels like romance. They want to give you some love. This is somebody who sees something in you that you will also see in them, which is the lack of the Sun card and the lack of the Nine of Pentacles. Having lots of relationships in the past that you were dealing with takers or just unrequited is what I should say. Unrequited love. You both have dealt with very much so unrequited relationships. So you both see this in one another. And that's why the Queen of Cups showed up first. I want to give you some good loving. And it's not unbalanced. It's not a one-way street. It's not unrequited. It's reciprocal. So this is going to feel like wish fulfillment for both of you for that purpose alone. Ooh. So give me this person's personality. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. This is a doer. They don't really talk about it. They are about it. Okay, this is somebody who has built a beautiful life for themselves, but they want to collaborate with someone. They're willing to compromise. Okay. So how are you going to know who I'm talking about? Like I said, they're a doer. They're action orientated. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, I don't get that you're going to be overwhelmed with how on it this person is. Right? They're not the type to get your number and wait days to call you. They're not the type to wait to reply to you. This is the type of person who's going to let you know what they're doing. If they weren't able to get to your call immediately, when they do call you, they're going to tell you what they were doing. This is somebody who is wanting to set up the foundation for a partnership, checking in. They don't expect you to do it, but that's how you're going to know who I'm talking about. That's also how this trust is being built so quickly. Okay. King of Pentacles is under this Three of Pentacles. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, this is somebody who is like really ready for something serious. Very mature, extremely mature. They have their shit together. You might think, finally, right? I'm dealing with a man, a woman, a real woman, right? A real man, a real adult. The Wheel of Fortune, Fortune's wheel right next to the Eight of Wands. This person is a risk taker, but in some of the best ways. They may actually be able to rub off on you in that way as well. Taking smart, calculated risks. Very lucky. This person is extremely intuitive. That's why the risks that they do take normally work out for them. And they're also extremely decisive, is what I'm hearing. Yep, look, Emperor. Yeah, they make decisions. This is a decision maker. They're a doer. They're not a talker. Gender doesn't matter. Empress or Emperor. This is a boss. This is somebody who has built they built everything for themselves, right? Like they built a whole kingdom. They built a complete life, at least what they thought was a complete life. Remember, I told you, there's some level of clarity that just dating you, just meeting you, but really dating. Once you get into the dating, there's some level of clarity that this person is getting about what was lacking. And that's why they end up getting so sweet. They see a future with you. They may get downloads that you are their soulmate. It does feel like a soulmate connection, I have to be honest, right? They're not going to play with you. So what is the most attractive quality about you? What do they find? Oh, Six of Cups. Yep, you can't make it up. You're a soulmate, guys. This person sees you as a soulmate. They're also getting clarity as to the past, right? The regret from the past. They're also seeing how that had to happen the way that it did. So there's closure. And then there's also clarity about forward movement, like lots of positive changes happening in a very short amount of time of meeting you, which makes this person feel like you are the star, right? Like you're a healer, your wish fulfillment, you are hope in a person, right? Your wish fulfillment in a person, your clarity, abundance personified. They are putting you up on a pretty high pedestal. I'm not going to lie. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Yeah, but there's something extremely transforming. We now have the Four of Wands here. About the beginning of this connection. There's a reigniting of passion, love, chemistry, partnership. Just seeing yourself being able to collaborate with another. I feel like maybe both of you have written that off because this is a mirrored message. Yeah, but this is a whole new cycle and a totally different person. It's like, because of the way things start, there's no time for doubt. Everything is going to be moving super fast with the Eight of Wands. There's no time to doubt yourself, your actions. There's no time to doubt this person. It's just all going to move so fast and it's going to feel extremely safe. That's why it's able to move on a fast track. This is a connection that's in the fast lane. Very different for Aquarius energy. but it doesn't feel off kilter or unbalanced. Transformation. So this is a connection that's getting ready to transform your whole life, guys. I just want to make you aware. This person feels like you have already transformed them in a very short amount of time. Yeah, see, we have the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. They feel like you transformed them in such a short amount of time, like their mind, their mental space, about life, but really about love. And it's almost like this person, this is why they get so sweet. This is where the romance is stemming from. It's not love bombing. It's this person seeing you very clearly and being really appreciative of you as a person and what you have brought to them. See, look, the Knight of Cups. I told you, very sweet, extremely sweet. You're exposing this lie that they've been telling themselves that they don't need, right? That they could just be alone, that they could be the Queen of Swords or King of Swords, head over heart, that they could just, you know, get their rocks off, get in, get off, get out, you know, just keep friends with benefits, situationships, and focus on their money and they'll be fine. And you're showing them like, bitch, no, you're not fine. You're not okay. Ace of Cups in the reverse. You do need love. You want this. You still want this. You've been lying to yourself. Let me show you that you want it. Wow. I said wowzers. You are their soulmate. 6 of Cups also suggests like things that have happened in the past memories. It's not that they feel indebted to you, but it is that they want to like love on you for what you have done for them without even knowing. This is very spiritual, the things that are going on internally, right? On a soul level is where these changes in Fortune's wheel is happening. And I'm talking within like the first 8 days to 8 weeks. Things are truly shifting and changing. They're not going to be able to shut up about you is what I'm hearing. They're going from never talking about nobody to not being able to shut the fuck up about you. And the ways in which you have changed them, or the ways in which you think, right? Your ideologies and your theories and your philosophies and just who you are as a person and how that's shifted the way that they think and their new hobbies and how they look at work and the world and all of the things, right? They're just going on and on and on and on and on and on. And people are like, wait, when did you meet this girl? Like, when did you meet this guy? When did you meet them? This is so fast. They don't care, right? This is somebody who is now following their intuition. They have learned from the past. They're not letting you go. They're not going to let you go very easily. I'm not going to lie. They're going to work their ass off, work their ass to the bone. 2 of Cups, right? The 6 of Cups, I feel, represents soulmate, but this is like their past soulmate. And now you're the new one. You're the current soulmate, okay? This could even be a soulmate from their past lifetime, right? It just depends. But you have opened their eyes. You brought clarity about a past situation. They're going to do it right this time. They're going to do right by you. I'm really interested to see how this all pans out. Beautiful energy thus far, though. Okay, they're like, yeah, not so fast. Not so fast. Bottom of the deck, we have love. We have love and the moon. So there's still some things unknown. And with the 2 of Wands here, right? At least the path is set for the both of you. But there's still some things that are unknown. So let's hop over to the extended and dig in. We'll go ahead and clarify what that moon card is. I also would like to know how Spirit suggests you show up into this connection to ensure forward movement and success from this point on, whether you end up with this person or not. Okay, they're showing up for a reason. I would also like to know, once they have you, what do they turn into? Do they change for the good or the bad, right? Like for the better or the worse? Like, who do they become once they feel like they have you? That lets you know if there's any deal breakers, red flags that we're not uncovering just yet. We already kind of know what this person is looking for. I would like to know how they plan to build that for you, right? Like what their plans are for the future, how they plan to move things forward. We're going to look into the details of their steps towards this foundation, so you can see if it's in alignment with what you would do and what you like. I also would like to know what you find most attractive about this person, as we did look at what they find most attractive about you. So let's balance that out. And then we will look at the best possible outcome, okay? Does this lead to longevity? Is there a union that's possible? And when? We'll look at the time frames for both those of you who have met this person and those of you who have yet to meet this person. We'll see when they will be potentially coming in. We will pull advice from the divine to wrap up the reading so that you can co-create and bring about the manifestations of your heart's desires in the least amount of time. And I am going to throw in an Ask the Universe reading and give you the floor to ask a few questions of your own. Okay, but I have more instructions for that over in the extended. So without further ado, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let go.